What's up, guys? This is Pyre from TF Psy-Ops. Today we've got a war with DJD, quite the formidable Khans alliance. And I did not get a chance to record the majority of my battles as they were happening, so I decided to record the replays, put them back on YouTube, so that you guys from DJD and other folks can check them out. So first up, base 1, we've got NCC 1701 Dave. Here I sent in Ironhide on a kamikaze suicide mission to trigger those outposts. Once he's dead, then I pull in the outpost spots away from their weapons so that I can take them on it. Now obviously I've got them greatly outnumbered, in addition to which the outpost spots only retain about 50, I think it's like 49% or 52% of their health, depending on what level you have your outposts upgraded to. So my guys make short work of them at the sacrifice of Ironhide, and then I'm gonna go to work on the rest of this base here. I've actually got one of my favorite gunners out. He's in the lab right now, being upgraded to level 51. So there was a jazz strike you just saw over there. Took out both the mortar and the laser. So NCC Dave, you might want to space them a little bit further apart. And pretty much done with the defenses here, and I think, yeah, all of my bots are still alive except for Ironhide. Long live Ironhide. Thank you for your sacrifice, buddy. It's normal to talk to your Autobots, right? I'm sure you guys do it all the time too. Alright, so that was base 1. Base 2 is Sharpie Emoto. And I actually failed the first time. I think I timed out. Or maybe I got killed, I don't remember. So this is the failure part. The failed attempt, rather. Again, Ironhide goes in there. Trigger those outposts. Only trigger 2 this time. I usually wait for Scorch to land before I draw them. This time I deploy my bots at the bottom. My fatal mistake here was I put Jetfire and Skyburst too far forward, so there goes Skyburst. So I need to put them behind the tanks, but I didn't have a lot of space to work with, and I wasn't really thinking when I deployed them. So it's kind of like football. What you want to do is you want to have your tanks be your lead blockers, and your everyone else basically is going to follow them. So that the tanks take the brunt of the damage, and you can see Wheeljack can heal them from pretty far away, so he's going to heal the tanks as they take damage. And you can see that right now Jetfire, well, up until now Jetfire and Jazz were doing pretty good health wise. Jetfire, I think, is going to get his butt kicked over here because he went so close to that autocannon. And now they're just shooting at walls. So I was forced to use Jetfire to take out that laser cannon, that auto cannon rather. I don't know what Wheeljack was doing over there. He was like peering over the wall. Alright, there goes Jetfire. That's right, I think I timed out on this. So basically now we go up to the top of the base, which is smartly laid out. Tons of obstacles for you to overcome and just chew up your time. So I'm using UM to blast some of this stuff. And I failed because time ran out. Alright, so here goes attempt number 2 on base number 2, Sharp Emoto. Same technique. Ironhide goes in Kamikaze. Triggers 2 of the outposts. Wait for scores to land. Pull those guys down here. And this time, corrected the mistake. Jetfire and Skyburst and everyone else just slightly behind my tanks. Jetfire takes out one mortar. Jazz takes out another mortar. Jazz takes out the third. By now the shock towers are so weak that they explode after just one hit. I think Skyburst is gonna die soon again. Just from being on the front line. Yep, there she goes. So Skyburst has some tremendous DPS, damage per second. So she's a good substitute to bring in here. I still do miss my Alpha Bravo because he's got that one-shot ability. Speed this up a bit. Alright, so I'm doing a lot better here because I have look at Jazz can't get it past Wheeljack. Love this AI sometimes. So I've got 4 bots surviving here as opposed to the first time around I only had 2. So these guys can obviously do a lot more damage and clear out the stuff a lot faster. So that's base 2. Alright, so here we are on base 3, Galvatron 10. Another fine base from DJD. So I learned my lesson. I deployed those guys, the gunners and Jetfire and Wheeljack, far behind. So Jazz takes out that first mortar. Jetfire takes out that second mortar. Shock tower is pretty weakened rather. Sorry, I think Jetfire took out a laser before. So I put a shield boost on for Mixmaster so that his damage is minimized. And my guys are clustered, which in this case is pretty good. I mean, it's great for Mixmaster to hit them when they're clustered, but if you've got a shield boost, just use it whenever you have a Mixmaster or a Jazz that's about to do damage to an entire squad. So UM takes out that laser. I don't know what Jetfire took out before, so I think I'm saving up. There we go. I've got ability points saved up for that last laser, and the rest of this base it just opened up. No more defense buildings left, so good base. Galvatron on to base 4. Alright, base 4 is Jarrett Ron 2000. So same technique, send in the tanks, send in the gunners and Jetfire. Actually, I think I delayed Jetfire here behind those guys. I tried to be sneaky and take out 2 mortars at once with that Jazz Strike, but as you can see I failed. I don't know if it was possible. They looked close enough, so I gave it a try. Alright, so his mortars are gone. And once the shock towers are gone, his outposts are not going to do as much damage because there are very few supporting weapons around him that will inflict additional damage while the outposts tie you up. Last outpost encounter is Megs. Send Ironhide to that laser turret, send Pyra to that one. Speed it up, and this is pretty much it. Alright, so that's base 4. On to the commander. Alright, so now we're at Cyclonus, or OO, Cyclonus OO. Cyclonus has, you know, one of the toughest bases my entire alliance has ever encountered, or at least I've definitely encountered. Really difficult base. I've never been able to beat him. I don't want to bring in a combiner, so I'm going to see if I can use my bots to just take him out. Well, I can tell you this first attempt failed. In fact, Cyclonus has such an admirable base that a number of us, including myself, copied his layout design, modified it a little bit. What's so dangerous is you underestimate, or at least I do, because once you get to this section that I'm in right now, this upper section, I love seeing Wheeljack just run around on a suicide mission. Once you get to this section here, you know, you're busy trying to take out the laser or HQ, but these turrets and these autocannons just wreak havoc on you, and as if that's not enough, the missile launcher will get you. Alright, so we've got 3 minutes left, I think, until the end of this war. Here goes attempt number 2. I'm not going to get a chance to get attempt number 3 in. So I'm going to give it another shot here. I'm going to go with a slightly different approach. Rather than cluster my team, change it to force field. Rather than cluster my team to one side, I'm going to split them up. I can tell you I made a critical mistake by leaving Wheeljack in there. Alright, so same thing, Jazz Strike takes out the mortar, UM and Jetfire take out the other mortars. The immediate threat's gone. Get a head start on taking out that laser beam. Alright, now I use the shield. So this is kind of cool because I got my 2 gunners flanking his outposts. But again, those laser cannons, autocannons, laser turrets, and the missile launchers are just cutting my squad down. And Wheeljack already died pretty quickly because he was running around all over the place. So I think oh yeah, Jazz doesn't have enough ability points to take out that missile launcher, so that's the end. So extremely good base, Cyclonus, you got me again. I only had one level 51 bot in there, which was Jetfire. I'm missing Alpha Bravo, one of my top gunners. He's in the lab. I don't think that would have made a difference this time around, but I think if I had a third attempt, I think I know what I would change next time. So time just ran out. Here's our leaderboard. We have a couple guys. We have 7 guys, I think, that got past Cyclonus this time. In the past, Cyclonus would end up being the third or the 4th base, and you know, basically we would just never get past them, or only one of us would get past them to get to the commander. But I see that they've switched things around and put Cyclonus as the commander base to guarantee that his base is always in the war. Alright, so that's it. Good war, DJD. See you guys next time.